You go record.
Action.
Tonight will be the night, die for you. What's going on, Faded Culture? My name is Sergio Barron.
Adrian Barron.
And we are back with another haircut tutorial. Today, our model backed out for a mullet tutorial, so we brought this guy right here. We've been stalling for a while now for a haircut. It's been like 5 years. He's been bugging us, but he never pays, so we never cut his hair. But today, he got lucky because our model backed out. So Juan here is gonna get a haircut from us, and we're gonna be showing y'all step by step on how to do a modern mullet, maybe do a taper on the side, and we're gonna collab. My brother's gonna do the taper. I'm gonna be doing the shear work on top. Other than that, let's just jump right into the tutorial.
Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's jump right into it.
Boom, let's do it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just start by doing our sectioning all over the top. Go ahead and wet the hair.
You need some water?
Yeah, gotcha. Just do it for me. Yeah. So usually you just have your assistant here do the work for you.
Assistant.
You're wetting me.
Did you get a comb?
No, give me a comb.
Get a comb.
You're the assistant.
Okay.
You wanna saturate the hair really well because that's gonna help a lot when it comes to sectioning the hair. And if you move your whole body while you do this, it makes you look a little cooler and it looks like you know what you're doing. Right, Juan? Kind of don't look like a Juan, right? He looks more like a, I don't know, he's a little too light complected. He looks like a,
No, it could be Canelo.
he looks like a Canelo. No, Peso Pluma, that's what he looks like. Peso Pluma. Oh yeah, we are doing a modern mullet.
If you're not following us on Instagram, that's where we update, where all the shows that we attend. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, link below.
And also, y'all can follow the Faded Culture channel, the Uncut, Faded Culture Uncut. That's where we'll be documenting our journey. Comb the hair in the direction that you will be sectioning. And we're gonna section this canvas into 4 sections. So first, in order to shape out or section out the back, I like to just section down the middle first. Hold on, let me see where the middle is.
Start from like way down here so you can see his middle. Start from his belly button. And then come
All the way up.
And then you got a perfect middle section. They don't teach you that in barber school.
Nope.
But at Faded Culture Academy, they will. So stay tuned.
Coming soon. Shout before I stab you. Last assistant I had, I stabbed. I'm a section from where the head starts to round out right here.
So just separating the back from the top?
Yeah, just separating the back from the front. And then you're gonna repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Now, right here at the parietal ridge area where the head starts to round off on the sides, we're gonna go ahead and section out from the corner of his lineup. So this is where I'm gonna determine how much of the hair I wanna cut, how long I want it to be in the back. And we're gonna make sure that this line that I cut is gonna be a square right here towards the back. So my line, I'm gonna make sure I cut it straight out instead of going with the direction of the head. I say about like right here, and then you go ahead and just cut that away. By the way, these are our own Faded Culture shears. Y'all can find them at fadedculture.com. They do come with this set of the 6-inch shear. They have a beveled edge for the thumb, and they do come with the thinning shear as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull more hair off to the right, keep my hand straight. Like I said, I don't wanna go that way. And now I'm gonna just go ahead and match up to that middle section that I just cut. So now that we have our top line or our length chosen of how much we want to cut from the back, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out 1 finger length of a section down the middle, and I'm gonna go ahead and match up the rest of the bottom of the hair to that section. And we're gonna cut a straight line. So you can see that's where our length is. Make sure we cut straight up. Yeah, right here you should have just a straight line like that cut out from the back. So I'm just moving 1 finger at a time to the side, just matching up this bottom hair to that first line that we cut. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my length about a knuckle width, right here from scalp out. That's how much I'm gonna cut since I am gonna do a taper right here. And as I get right here behind the ear, I'm gonna start feathering out and blending this hair into the back mullet. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing and just cut off anything that hangs off over to the side from the top so it can match and blend into the sides. All right, so now for the top, I'm gonna choose how short I want the top to be. I do want it fairly short, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it kind of short from the front and make sure it kind of gets longer as I get to the back. So I'm gonna part out my profile section. I already cut my length down middle, so I can comb all this off to this side. And I know that every section that I pull, I already have a guideline for it, as long as I'm grabbing some of that middle that we cut. I'm gonna just match that up, but I'm gonna pick up my line straight. I don't wanna go like this with the direction of the head. I wanna leave some length on the side. I'm gonna pick it up straight, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna point cut. Give it more of a little textured look on top.
No. He looks
like Joe Dirt.
Backstreet Boys
It's
with
giving
the
me
seashells necklace for sure.
It's giving me
Giving
90s
Backstreet
Boys
Boys.
vibes. Yeah.
Seashell necklace.
All right, so now I already trimmed the back part of the mullet, and I went ahead and also trimmed the top. Now my brother's gonna come in and go ahead and do the taper.
All right, so we're gonna come in with the number 3 guard, lever completely open, and we're gonna begin to debulk. All right, so now no guard, lever completely closed. We're gonna come in and set our first guideline right above that temple peak area. Continuing with the lever completely open now. It's kind of hard to see guidelines on mannequins, but it is there. All right, next step, we got the 1 guard and the lever is gonna stay open. All right, so from here, since we did debulk with the number 3, I'm gonna connect this 1.5 guard lever all the way open into that 3. So I am gonna exaggerate that flare out motion.
See, this guy's from another country, so
This guy, his guidelines just kind of fade themselves.
he has ugly hair. So typically when you see somebody come in the shop with ugly hair, just tell them to leave.
You avoid him
Yeah,
at all
avoid 'em.
costs.
Or tell them you just act like you got on the, like somebody called you on the phone and just walk out. Carry on.
At this point, you should have 2 guidelines. The first one that we created with the lever closed, and the second that we created with the lever open. We're gonna go ahead and start with that top one and work our way down. Using our half guard, we're gonna go ahead and put the lever into its 3/4 position, just closing it slightly. Again, just using mainly the corners of the clipper. I'm gonna finish blending that top line Now coming in with the 1 guard, and the lever is gonna stay in that 3/4 position. And finally, for that last line, it's gonna be a 3-step process, starting with the lever closed, then we're gonna go halfway, and then fully open. So like I mentioned, right now my lever is closed and I'm using just the corner of the clipper, taking it up about 1/4 inch. Now we're gonna go halfway, and finish it off with fully open. As you can see, this mannequin hair kind of blends itself, but coming in with the trimmer now, up into that temple peak area. Here's the taper fade. Just go ahead and repeat, or we're gonna go ahead and repeat that same process on the opposite side. A lot of people are like, how long should the mullet be in the back? But you usually grab it, and if you could tickle their ear, that's how you know it's long enough for a mullet. So again, 3.5 to debulk. As you can see, I'm cutting against the grain since the grain is going backward. Then I'm gonna come in and cut with the grain to kind of soften this weight up. Next step, opening up the lever completely. Take it up about a finger's width. Now the number 1 guard, again about a finger's width. And finally, that 1.5 guard, we're gonna blend in right into that 3 that we used to debulk. All right, so by now you should have the 2 guidelines. First one that we created with the lever closed, and second with the lever open. Again, we're gonna start with that top one, half guard, lever 3/4 position. Finish blending that same guide with the 1 guard, lever stays the same in that 3/4 position. And finally, that final line, it's a 3-step process, starting with the lever closed, halfway, and fully open. So to finish connecting a little bit of this weight that's right above and behind the ear, we're gonna come in and feather it using our blade.
Some people like to use feather razors, but I mean, you just gotta be careful when you're using the regular razor. Initially, we wanted this mannequin hairstyle to be forward, but the way this mannequin's hair follicles are built onto this head, they go backwards, so we're gonna have to style it on a backwards style mullet.
So we are gonna style it using our very own matte clay. But one thing we always do before we apply the matte clay is we're gonna go ahead and wet the hair so we can work the clay into the hair versus just rubbing it on the hair.
Yeah, you always wanna style your clients just cause that's just another selling point for you. Like, well, one, it's gonna make the haircut look good, and a lot of clients, most of the time, they don't know how to style their hair. So if you could kind of school them on how to style their hair, that's always gonna be a plus and they're gonna appreciate it. And for you, I know there's a lot of companies, including Faded Culture, that does wholesale on their product. A lot of the times, a lot of your clients are gonna call you back and be like, man, what did you use on my hair? And you can go ahead and sell them some of your product. So here we have our Faded Culture matte clay. And all you need is about, I'm gonna start with that much right there. You wanna kind of really rub it into your hands. You wanna apply it all the way down into the root of the hair. Don't just apply it on top. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start the blow drying process with medium heat to medium airflow. Now from here, all you're doing is kind of teasing the hair and kind of finding the best way to style it.
No haircut is complete without a tattoo. So there y'all have it, a modern mullet. Added a little bit of texture with a high taper. Came in, he also got some tattoos before he came out.
I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. Again, my name is Sergio Barron. Please let us know down in the comments what y'all's opinions were, or any comments that y'all like to share with us about this tutorial. If y'all like this style of tutorial with me and my brother collabing on a haircut. But other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed and y'all were able to learn something from this tutorial. With that being said, I hope to see y'all in the next tutorial. Peace.
Don't forget to subscribe. Peace. Okay, we're good.
Boom. Fuck, that shit hurt my knee.